There is a horror story every IT professional hears when they first started learning the cloud. It goes like this. A developer spins up a massive high-powered virtual machine on a Friday to run some tests. They go home for the weekend, forget to turn it off, and comes back on Monday to a $5,000 bill. This is called bill shock. And as a cloud architect, it is your job to make sure it never happens. Welcome to Chapter 11 of AZ-900 Audiobook. This is the Planetic and I am Minhaj, your guide to success. Today we are talking about everyone's favorite topic, money. We are going to learn how to predict your cloud bill, how to set financial alarm, and what happens when Microsoft breaks their uptime promise. Let's talk economics today. Before a company moves to a cloud, the CFO is going to ask you a simple question. How much is this going to cost? To answer that, Azure gives you two different calculators. You must know the difference for the exam. Imagine you are at a restaurant. You want to know exactly how much a steak, a side fries, and a soda will cost. You use the pricing calculator. You plug in exactly what you want to build, like a virtual machine in East US region running for 730 hours a month, and it spits out an estimated monthly cost. Exam insight. Use this when provisioning a new individual resource. Now imagine the CFO says, should we keep our physical data center or move the entire thing to Azure? You use the TCO calculator, the total cost of ownership. You input your current cost of electricity, IT staff, cooling, and hardware. Then Azure compare it to the cloud. It shows you how much money you will save over the next 3 to 5 years. Exam alert. If the question mentions comparing on-premise cost to cloud cost, the answer is always TCO, the total cost of ownership calculator. Okay, you've estimated the cost, but how do you stop developer from racking up $5,000 bill for over the weekend? Enter Azure Cost Management and Billing. This is the financial dashboard. It allows you to do two critical things. First, cost alert, and the second is resource tag. What cost alert do is you can set a budget of $500 for developer team. If you hit 400, cost management automatically sends an email to the manager saying, hey, you are 80% of your budget. Do you remember tags from Chapter 9? If every server has a department tag, cost management can generate a pie chart showing exactly how much the marketing team spent versus the HR team. The exam insight. Cost management doesn't actually turn off the server. It gives you visibility and alerts to take actions before the bill gets out of hand. Now let's switch from how much you pay Microsoft to how much Microsoft pay you. You heard me right. This is called SLA, Service Level Agreement. And SLA is financially backed guarantee of uptime. Microsoft promises that service will be running a certain percentage of time, usually expressed in nines. 99% uptime means the server could be down for over 3 days a year. 99.9 means it can be down about 8 hours a year. 99.99 with the 4 nines means it can only be down for about 52 minutes a year. If Azure fails to meet this SLA, you get a discount, a service credit on your next bill, the exam trap. The exam will ask about composite SLAs. If you have a web app with an 99.9% of SLA connecting to the database with a 99.9% SLA, your overall SLA actually goes down. because you multiplied the points of failure. Just remember, combining SLAs results in a lower combined SLA. Finally, how does Microsoft release new features? You need to know three phases of Azure Lifecycle. Private preview. Microsoft invites a few selective companies to test a brand new feature. It's buggy and there is no support. Public preview. Anyone can use the new feature. It usually comes with a discount, but this is a huge exam point. Public preview do not have an XLA. You should never use them for production apps. General availability. The feature is fully tested, officially released, and fully backed up by SLA. It is now safe for your business. Exam alert. If the exam asks, can you use public preview features for your live production website? The answer is hard no, because they lack of an SLA. So, you now understand how to estimate cost, set financial guardrails, and calculate downtime. As someone who works in IT, you know that keeping the system running is only the half battle. Keeping it under budget is what gets you promoted. You are now thinking like a true cloud economist. We are almost at the finish line. In chapter 12, our final chapter, we are going to cover Azure support plans and how to get help when everything catches fire. You are listening to the chapter 11 of the AZ-900 Audiobook at the Planet Tech, and this is Minhaj, your guide to success. You are doing incredible, and I'll see you in the final.